What up, YouTube? Welcome back. Madden NFL Rebuild Season 1, Episode 22. This is the NFL Playoffs, baby. That's right. Your Las Vegas Raiders. Season 1, we made the playoffs barely by the hair of our chinny chin chin, even though we won our division. 10-6. You see us at the top here. We lost to the Chiefs in that final game, but I think we beat them in the first game. Hold up. Let's take a quick look at our schedule to see how we did. Although, you know, we did 10-6, but I just want to see. Quick recap. Okay. That was the preseason where we went 2-2. Started the regular season on a tear at Indianapolis, 31-24. Came home against the Jaguars, 33-10. On the road versus a divisional opponent, Denver, 12-0. That was a field goal game. Back at home against the Washington Commanders, 28-17. At home again against the Los Angeles Chargers, 48-20. We go on the road. This is why we won the division right here. Go on the road and we beat the Chiefs, 37-0. Then we have a bye week. At this point, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, we were 6-0 before our bye week. The bye week was a curse. We came back from the bye week and lost to the freaking the Pittsburgh Steelers, 30-10. What a disgrace. At home at that. Next game at home against Philly, we bounced back 27-9. I think Philly is also a playoff team. I'm not sure if Pittsburgh is a playoff team, but I'm fairly sure Philly is a playoff team. Then we went on a losing streak, starting at New York Giants, 17-10 on the road. Followed that up on the road. Loss against the Houston Texans, 20-5. So we were losing games by one possession. Then the third one possession loss in a row at home against the Tennessee Titans. Then we go on the road and get a tight win to reverse our misfortunes, I should say. Get back in the win column with a field goal win over the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas, even though Dallas had the wrong jerseys on. That was a 13-10 win. Went back on the road again for another loss to the Jets, 13-6. Just could not manage to score a touchdown in that game. If I'm not mistaken, this is the game that we lost our quarterback for the year, and the backup had to come in, and at that time that was Dalton, and he was garbage. Then in this game, at home against the Chiefs, we let Dalton play that again. We let Dalton start this one. We lost that 31-19. Dalton had a horrible game. I think he threw four interceptions, if my memory served me correct, and I am an old man. But I think Dalton had 2 touchdowns and 4 interceptions in this game. If I'm not mistaken, you might want to check the tape on that. Then the last 2 games, I let the young guy play, Drew Lock. And to our surprise, he helped propel us into the playoffs. So at the Chargers, we get that 24-18 and a close win. Then we wrap the season with a blowout victory, as we should have. I mean, the Broncos were horrible, so we promptly beat them 31-6 to end the season with double-digit wins as we go 10-6 in year one. I'm gonna give it to him, man. That's a tough league to win in, and we got 10 victories and we made the playoffs. We'll take it, even though it's only a wild card, but still. Let's take a quick look around the NFL. We'll go division by division. In the North, actually, the Steelers did make the playoffs. They ended up 11-5, but however, when I think we played them, and I think when we lost to them, they had a losing record. Might want to go back and check the tape on that, but I think at the time that we lost to them, they had a losing record, but they end up winning their division and going to the playoffs. Looks like the Ravens did not make it, 8-8. Browns 6-10 didn't make it. Bengals 3-13 definitely didn't make it. They probably going to clean up in the draft. AFC South, Tennessee Titans win their division 11-5. Jaguars get into the playoffs with a 9-7 record. You know they're in the wild card. Houston Texans did not get in, 7-9 record. I think we lost. Yep, we lost to Houston at Houston. The Colts, we beat the Colts. They went 5-11. In the AFC East, Miami Dolphins 12-4. I'm not sure if we played the Dolphins. If we did, we probably lost to them. But they look like they was probably one of the best teams. The Bills didn't make it. They went 9-7. Patriots missed the playoffs with a 9-7 record. The Jets, I think we lost to the Jets. They went 8-8, missed the playoffs. And the AFC West. Oh, over here, okay, they got the Chiefs on top of us. Either way, man, I guess you could say we tied the division. But even, I mean, over here, they got the Chiefs. The Chiefs scored more points than us, though, so they probably did win the division. And what does that X mean? The Chiefs got the X. I think that X means they won the division. Anyway, the Chiefs, 10-6. Raiders, 10-6 as well. They scored more points than us. Let's see if that, but we went 1-1 against them. Hold up, let me see what that means. Does it say? It don't really say anywhere. I think that means they gave them the division, bro. I think that's what that means. Anyway, NFC North, Packers win that division 10-6. Vikings went 10-6. Also, they made the playoffs. In the NFC South, Panthers 10-6 in the playoffs. They won the division. Buccaneers 9-7. They are in the playoffs. NFC East, Eagles made the playoffs. We beat them. They went 10-6. Cowboys didn't make it. Giants didn't make it. Commanders didn't make it. NFC West, 49ers 8-8, barely made the playoffs, even though they won their division. Cardinals 7-9, Rams 7-9, and the Seahawks 7-9 all did not make it. Look at the overall NFL. The best record goes to the Miami Dolphins. The next two best teams are the Titans and the Steelers. Then there are a bunch of 10-6 teams. 2 9-6 teams in the playoffs. And then the Niners are the only 8-8 team in the playoffs. Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can see a playoff tree. Hold on 1 second. Wait, hold on. Yeah, this is probably the closest we can get to a playoff tree. Anyway, the wild card round. You got the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Carolina Panthers. Kansas City Chiefs, Las Vegas Raiders. Minnesota Vikings and San Francisco 49ers. The divisional round they're not showing. Damn, man, I wish they had a playoff tree. Am I tripping, y'all? Is there a playoff tree I just don't know about? Hold on. Oh, that's just where I was at. Alright, well, forget it, man. We're just gonna have to hop into it. So. Oh, wait, hold on, real quick. Before we do that, I'm so sorry. I gotta check the injury report. I think we should have some players back. Hold on, let me see. Oh, it looked like we lost another player. A free safety. Steven Nelson out for 3 weeks. Trevor Lawrence is still out for 4 weeks. I don't think he's gonna make it back. We would have to make it to the Super Bowl, and even then it would be tight. Slim chance. But anyhow, time for round one. Kansas City 83 rating, Raiders 80 with a backup quarterback. Let's get it in. We'll see y'all on the field.
Win and move on. Lose and go home. Welcome to the start of the AFC Wildcard round as we get set for a matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders here at the Overstock.com Coliseum. Hello, friends. Jim Nance and Phil Simms. Welcome to Wild Card Weekend. The playoffs are upon us, partner, all season long, building up to this week.
Man, you know, you just think back to these players. We talked to them, Jim, and the coaches, to think back to training camp when you have all those wonderful thoughts. The season's going to fall our way. We're going to get it done. Well, it happened. So here you are in this game today, this wild card game. Can you play again next week? That's the big question.
Let's check in down on the sidelines with Danielle Bellini.
Thanks, Jim. Win or go home. That's the statement I've heard throughout the week from both players and coaches. And guys, it's certainly a true statement. Both teams know they're going to need to put together 3 wins to get to the Super Bowl. But step 1 is here today in the wild card round. Guys?
Thanks, Danielle. And now we'll go to the field. Chiefs getting set for kickoff. tackle is made right around the 26-yard line. And here's the quarterback coming onto the field who has plenty of experience under his belt.
Yep, there's no doubt. He is the man in charge, and he shows it just the way he handles himself. And that's why he plays so well. That's why he's in this game today.
1st and 10. I formation and the handoff. And the offense here in this one will be looking to put points on the board in bunches. That'll be 2nd and 4 after the running play. Quarterback taking the snap from the shotgun. Perfectly thrown.
Good job by the receiver that time. Getting that extra couple yards, gets a 1st down. They are marching. Let's see how the defense reacts.
They've got a 1st down now after that catch. Handoff. That's a tackle at the 48. This defensive front is so often disruptive and in the quarterback space.
Hey, man.
That's 2nd down coming up.
Let's go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
Play action fake, looking to throw. The reception, easy, wide open.
When the offense crosses the 50-yard line on defense, you have to be careful now because it gives the offense a little confidence. And what they're going to do here, they're looking for the big play down the field for that quick score. So on defense, you better play safe.
Get ready. The offense is set at the line for the 1st down after that completion. They bring him down at the 29-yard line. And that's the type of run I think this offense would take all game long, Phil.
Oh, would they ever? They would love this. This is showing your dominance here. The offensive line doing a good job, but also a solid job by the running back picking up some good yards.
Here comes the training staff as we've got a player down on the field.
Always hard to guess what the injury is, but and don't like to speculate, but I think it's pretty apparent. It's an upper body injury. We'll let you know when we find out.
And now on 1st down, they'll go back to the air. He has the grab.
Always a good job to pick up some yards when you're in the red zone. Nice throw by the quarterback, and he gets the completion.
Let's go.
1st down here after the completion. So 1st and goal to go. As good as it gets. Touchdown.
You know, if you're a defensive player and you're covering a receiver down here on 1st and goal, you don't have to cover that much area. That's a terrible job by the defense giving up that touchdown pass.
The Raiders line up now for the point after. And the extra point is good. The Chiefs are anxious to return the kickoff. And he's going to be taken down well short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 15. Now bouncing onto the field, number 2 at quarterback, Matt Ryan. They come to the line, and it's 1st down. Ryan from the gun. Looks to his left. With two hands, he has it.
Well, it was a nice throw by the quarterback that time to get just enough yards to pick up the first down.
That reception gave them the first down. Ryan's got it in the gun. What a hit, and the ball is dropped. Here's the offensive line, which must protect its quarterback today. This starting lineup is brought to you by Snickers. When hunger hits, Snickers satisfies. Second down after the incompletion. Ryan standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete. This linebacking core is the heart and soul of this defensive unit.
Watch the blitz. Watch the blitz.
After the incomplete pass, it's third down. Tight ends in motion here. Matt Ryan from the shotgun. Looking at every option, and he's forced to the ground.
The name of the game is hit the guy with the football. The quarterback has it. The defensive end, what a job by him. Gets by the tackle and sacks the QB.
They call on Brett Kern to punt the football. And not until they pick up good yardage is he brought down. Offense lines up here.
Let's go. 188. 188.
Now first and 10. Handoff out of the I formation. That's a tackle right near the 48.
That was a running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down from the shotgun. Working that left side. And it's thrown incomplete. Offense lines up here. Tight end in motion. Third and 5. The quarterback throws to the right, and they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
When you play man-to-man against this receiver, you're going to have a tough time. Quarterback's a good thrower. Really hard for a defensive back to stay with him.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Handoff to the back. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
When you make play calls like that, you're not going to win many football games. That was a terrible call here on first down.
Offense lines up here. Second down and 11. They hand it off to him again.
Good job by the safety, diagnosing the run, getting up outside and making the tackle for a short gain.
That last play was a run. Third down coming up. And out of the shotgun, that pass play picks up the first down. Oh, we've got an injured player on the field.
Well, that's going to hurt him tomorrow. There's no doubt about it. When you get hit like that, you're going to feel some of that pain tomorrow. But the good news is, I think he's going to be okay. And once he gets a little situated there, I think he'll be back in the game.
First and 10. Reaches out and snatches it.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up, and when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
So they complete that one, yet it's still second down. The quarterback throws the pass. Gains 13.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch and gets a first down.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. First and goal. They give it to the running back. Good for only a yard.
I think you got to be a little more creative in the red zone than this. When you just line up and run the football like that, you're not going to get a lot of yards. And that time they just got a short gain.
Second and goal from the 6. Back to the ground. Going to be a tackle for a loss. "15 minutes down, 45 minutes to go. And we'll return after this message and a word from your local station. The Raiders' offense is still out there as we get the second quarter underway. This drive now about to reach the 10th play of the series. Oakland, touchdown.
It is so disappointing when you're down near the goal line and you don't score. Well, the offense doesn't have to know that disappointment this time. Good job, good play call, and a beautiful throw by the quarterback for the touchdown.
The Raiders for the point after. Add the extra point. The kick is good. Raiders ready for action. And the return ends after a run back of about 22. Lined up in the pistol formation. First down and 10. They feed the running back. Nickel formation for the defense here. A 2nd and 3. Left side. Ball is out, and the defense has it. Someone's been injured out there. Hold on a minute.
That's a good job. He's able to get up and get off the field. And my guess is he's going to be okay. A little bit of a scare there, no doubt about it. That makes everybody nervous. What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
2nd down and 2 to go after the running play. Eyeing that left side. There's the tackle, but still, it's enough for the first down.
Well, if you want to be a good play-action pass team, it's always nice to have a good running game. Make the defense dig in and try to stop your run. When they do that, you fool them. You fake it, you throw it down the field. That's about as easy as it gets.
Let's go. Watch the blitz. Watch the blitz.
They've got a first down now after that catch. Will go ground. He'll be taken down about 3 yards short of the first. And you can see how they fared in the red zone to this point, which is brought to you by Verizon. That leads us to second down. Another carry here.
This team likes to throw the football in the end zone once they get inside the red zone. This is a nice changeup. They fool them. Well, they thought they were going to fool them with the run, but it only gets a short gain.
They feed it to him again. He'll be brought down, but not before picking up the first down.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. He's looking to the right here on this throw.
Nice throw that time by the quarterback in the red zone. Gets a completion. And there's some tight spots. Not a lot of room, so you got to really drive the football in there.
Second down.
Let's go. 188.
Takes the snap from the shotgun. Jumps high into the sky and has it. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
Watch the blitz.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Looking for an open receiver on the right. That's a touchdown. This doesn't look good. We've got a player down, and he's in pain.
Well, that's going to hurt him tomorrow. There's no doubt about it. When you get hit like that, you're going to feel some of that pain tomorrow. But the good news is, I think he's going to be okay. And once he gets a little situated there, I think he'll be back in the game.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20. The defense comes out of the dime. We're about midway through the second, and here's the next snap. As he moves across the first down yardage and a new set of downs.
Well, when you see cover 4 defense, that means you have 4 defensive backs trying to stop deep passes down the field. So if they're playing deep, where do you want to throw it? Well, of course, you want to throw it short. Nice decision that time by the quarterback.
First down here after the completion. They hand it off to the running back.
Well, when you have a successful draw play, a lot of times it's up to the quarterback. As he's dropping back, if he holds that football up and makes everybody think it's a pass, it works. Then when he hands it to the running back, look out.
Luck still has it after some nifty play action. And he's intercepted.
Well, I have to say that's just a terrible decision by the quarterback there. He's got to know when you're in a situation like this, you just cannot make that type of pass.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Drop back. Shotgun formation. And he's taken down.
I don't know what the quarterback was looking at. He had to know the defense was blitzing that time. Doesn't make a quick enough decision, and the defense gets there and gets the sack.
Watch the blitz. Watch the blitz.
The offensive line gets in position. Can they protect their quarterback?
You're ready to a brick wall, baby. You're ready to a brick wall, baby.
Let's see what they do on this third down situation. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun. Down the field. That's an interception. He steps out.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
Two-minute warning looms, and this may be the last play before it hits. 1st and 10. Trying to work that left side. That pass was hurried. Too much pressure on the quarterback on that play, Phil.
That defense, boy, oh boy, are they aggressive, and they can get after the quarterback. We saw it on that play. This is going to be a tough assignment for this offensive line today.
Andrew Luck in shotgun formation, looking to the right side and throwing. And he makes the catch just past the first down marker. And we've reached the 2-minute warning.
Well, it doesn't look like much, but it really serves the purpose. Picks up the first down, and now they have a chance to open things up.
Now 1st and 10. Challenging the defenders to the right side. And intercepted. He steps out.
That was a terrible throw by the quarterback. When you're off target like that, you deserve to throw an interception.
First down, offense readying for the snap. The formation here, shotguns, brings it in.
I think the best thing to say about that play, it's just it gained a few yards, so that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
The defense comes out in the nickel. Snap back to the quarterback, out of the gun, and sailing out of bounds.
Hey, man. Watch the blitz. Watch the blitz.
It's a dime look for the defense on this play.
Mike 56, Mike.
3rd down and 1. He's looking to go down the field here, but they can't connect.
You're near midfield. It's 4th down. What do? I got the answer right here. You punt it. Play field position. Make the other offense drive the length of the field to score.
This will be from downtown. That kick is no good. No good.
Well, it was a long field goal try. He missed it. He hit it perfectly. It looks like he made great contact. Looks like it's going to get there, but it does not make it.
The Raiders lined up in the nickel. Luck's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Nowhere else to go, and he's out of bounds.
When you talk about throwing the football into open space, that's almost always against zone defenses. That's what we saw that time. Good job by the quarterback throwing it in there.
It's now second down. Luck will take the snap from the gun. Makes the grab and keeps the ball moving down the field. That's a first down catch. That reception gave them the first down. Makes the catch.
Good job by the receiver running into that defense through the zone, finding the open space and making a nice catch.
The Chiefs come to the line with a bunch set. Luck's back in shotgun formation. Stands in the pocket, and he hauls it in. The Chiefs use another timeout here, and they have one left. First down following the long play. First down, throwing again. The quarterback throws to the right, and no one is going to catch this one as it goes out of bounds. After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. Luck's going to take it from the gun. Looking for a receiver on the left side here. A tackle behind the line. Third down and 11. The throw to the left. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down. Should be what we call a gimme. Converts on the three.
Tim, they get the field goal there that time, and it keeps the momentum on their side. It's positive energy. It makes you feel good. Now we'll see if the defense can carry it on.
The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. Right past one player. Got a flag down here. Well, contact around the knees, and they flagged them for the clipping call.
They did. It was a good call. Listen, you got to hold your breath when you see plays like that. You just hope somebody doesn't get hurt.
First and 10. They'll run it. Here's the handoff.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets them a few yards.
And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down. That does it here for the first half. Chiefs trail in this one, which is brought to you by Verizon. We're back here now in this one where the Raiders are leading by 18. Danielle's got an update from the sidelines. Let's go to her now. Danny?
Guys, I spoke with Andrew Luck during halftime. Right now, his guys are trailing, but he told me he wasn't concerned at this point. He said, we haven't played our best football, but that's okay because we can still finish strong and get this win. That's it from down here, guys. We'll just have to see how things play out. Back up to you.
Danielle, thank you very much. Now we'll go to the field. Setting up in the pistol on this play. Tight ends in motion here. And here we go, the first snap of the second half. He's got some daylight. Here comes the training staff as we've got a player down on the field.
Well, Jim, I know his family's watching, so we'll give all the information we can as soon as we get it. But it looks like it could be a major injury, and I hope the best.
First down and 10. He's looking to the right here on this throw. Tackles made.
I like this. Show some patience. Don't try to get it all in one play. Pick up first downs and try to go down the field and score.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. First and 10. Play action. Gains 17.
Well, anytime you're in the red zone, you want to punch it in and get that touchdown. If they do that, look, they're still going to be behind, but it gives them confidence moving forward.
Back to the air here on first down. Reaches out and grabs it.
Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points. You got to find a way to score a touchdown.
Second down coming up. Tight end in motion. Incompletion on that hurried throw. The Raiders defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Andrew Luck in shotgun formation. Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
That's why you like defenders who are good punishing tacklers. Make those receivers worry about coming over the middle. They'll be careful the rest of this game because of that big hit.
No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board.
Well, even though they get the field goal that time, it's still disappointing. You get in that position, you'd like to score a touchdown.
Chiefs getting set for kickoff. The returner opts for the touchback, and the offense will begin at the 20. First down here. Running back gets it on the handoff. That's a gain of 6.
Well, that was a nice run that time off tackle. And listen, this is a bread and butter play in the NFL. It's about power running. Can your offensive tackle make the block to free up that running back so he has a chance to get in that secondary and make a nice run out of it?
Second down after going to the ground game the first play. Caught it, but his feet are out of bounds.
The defense got away with one that time. It wasn't a good play in their part. It was just bad timing by the quarterback and receiver.
It'll be third down.
Let's go. Blue running fly. Hop. Blue. Hop.
Looking across the middle. Had it, but dropped it.
You don't see it often in today's game. These gloves these wide receivers wear, my gosh, anybody could catch it. I don't know how he dropped it.
They're set to punt it away now. Cobb, he'll run back this punt. He is tackled at the 40-yard line. Andrew Luck under center.
Get ready.
They send the tight end in motion. Now 1st and 10. Play action fake. He'll fire it out to the left. That ball is picked off. Steps out of bounds.
Most NFL linebackers, they're borderline good enough to be a running back, and they got the hands of defensive backs. Here's a good case. What a fine catch on the interception by the linebacker.
The Chiefs with a nickel look here on defense. 1st and 10. Looking for an open receiver on the right. Inhales the pass. Brought down at the 41-yard line.
Well, I think we've heard this expression about 7,000 times. It's a passing league, so we all know that. So you got to be able to throw the football and pick up some first downs.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Gets past the first wave. Gains 14.
Well, when you get a couple first downs, it just gives you such great confidence. It makes everybody relax. And I always say this, when you're a relaxed athlete, that's when you play your best.
First down here after the run. They'll stay on the ground on first down. They knock them down behind the line of scrimmage.
So many things you could do on first down, and what do you come up? You come up with that play. That was just a bad play call.
Second down coming up. Out of the shotgun formation. Looking to the right side and throwing.
Good job by the quarterback that time. Makes the decision. Throws it short. It does not get the first down. But I promise you, 3rd and short is a lot easier than having 3rd and long.
Third and 4 coming up following that completion. 3-step drop. Throwing out to his left. Makes the reception. Oh, we've got an injured player on the field.
That's a good job. He's able to get up and get off the field. And my guess is he's going to be okay. A little bit of a scare there, no doubt about it. That makes everybody nervous.
The kick is good.
Well, when you get points, it's never a bad thing. That is for sure. Good job by the field goal kicker that time. Nice job by the offense moving the football down the field.
The Chiefs are anxious to return the kickoff. The kick coverage team doing its job, and that's a run back of only 17. Lined up in the pistol formation. Luck's got it in the gun. Challenging the defenders to the right side. Gains may be fine.
That was a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
The defense comes out in the nickel. 2nd down and 5. He's got a little bit of daylight here. The tackle is made at the 40-yard line. The Chiefs lined up in the pistol. It's handed to the running back, and that's good for only a yard or 2.
Hey, this defense, they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front, and that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
Tight ends in motion here. 2nd down and 8. Quarterback flips it to the running back. And he is brought down at the 45-yard line.
Watch the blitz, watch the blitz.
Nickel formation here for the defense. Luck will take the snap from the gun. The quarterback throws to the right. That catch gives them a 1st down.
This quarterback runs so well, he just expects that they're going to have a spy on him. Well, that's good. You might stop him from running now, but the problem is he can still throw it down the field on you.
The Chiefs line up in the pistol offense. 1st down and 10. Swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on 1st down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. They'll run with it again. Tackle down at the 47.
The defense has really done a good job here in this drive. They got this offense in a 3rd and long situation. Let's see if they can convert it.
"15 minutes to go, and we'll return after this message and a word from your local station. Welcome back to this one-sided affair. Offense lines up here. Here is the 1st snap of the final quarter. Hauls it in for the 1st down.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
Hey, he's man, I got him all day, all day.
They've got a 1st down now after that catch. Luck standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. He makes the catch.
The margin of error against man-to-man defense is much smaller for a quarterback than it would be against zone defenses. That time the quarterback right on target. Good throw.
Coming up, 2nd down. Luck's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Looking down the field. And it's out of bounds, incomplete. Mounting a serious drive. Tight end in motion. 3rd and short. Luck throwing it long. That's a touchdown, and that tightens things up.
Well, Jim, it's almost impossible to guard these guys nowadays as they go down the field. These wide receivers, they have feet like ballerinas, and even though you get tight coverage, they're so quick, they can get open and make the catches.
The Chiefs now will tack on the extra point. He made it. The Raiders ready to return to kickoff. There's a yellow marker down on the field. Always one of the more dangerous moments out on the field when you see a flag thrown for clipping.
Yeah, it is, Jim. The player you are blocking or clipping can't protect himself. And when you go down low on those legs and do that, it's a dangerous play. It's definitely worthy of the call.
1st and 10. They go draw. Jeremiah Bell brings him down.
Well, the long run that time, and there's a lot of reasons why they got that long run. But the biggest one, the good blocking up front, but what patience for the running back. He did not panic because it took a while for that running lane to develop. When it did, he saw it, he hit it, and he used his talents to get down the field for the big game.
Let's go. Break 38. Break 38.
Now 1st and 10. Leading on that running attack again here on 1st down.
The off-tackle run, it's just what it says it is. You're going to read the tackle's block and decide whether you're going to go inside or outside. Usually, this is the first running play every team puts in their offense when they go to training camp.
That ball was going the other way. Nice tackle.
That interception is strictly on the quarterback. When you make bad decisions, I don't care how good you can throw the football. The results, usually it's going to turn into an interception.
It's 1st down as they head to the line. Andrew Luck in shotgun formation. Secures it with 2 hands.
Well, when you have athletic ability on the defensive side, you're able to react to short passes. They come up, make the tackle for a little gain.
Offense lines up here. 2nd and 9. Screen sticks to his hands, and they tackle him down at the 37-yard line.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Throw the short pass, even though it doesn't result in a 1st down. Now on 3rd and short, all of your passes are in play instead of just the 3rd and long where you only have like 3 or 4 plays you can go to.
Offense lines up here. They send the tight end in motion. 3rd and 5. He'll fire it out to the left. How did he do that?
Sometimes the receiver just has to make a great catch. That's what happened on that play.
Andrew Luck under center. They're going back up top. Looks to his left. He has the grab.
Well, the only thing I can say about that play, it was better than an incompletion. The quarterback gets the completion, and they pick up a yard or two.
This will be second down. Tight ends in motion here. Luck's back in shotgun formation, working that left side, able to make the tackle about 2 yards shy of the first.
Well, it's a nice throw and catch by the quarterback and receiver, puts them in good position where they have a chance to pick up this third down.
Offense lines up here. Third down and 2. Eyeing that left side. And he was wide open.
Good job getting the first down by the offense. And look at the defensive players on the sideline cheering their teammates on. Keep us on the sideline a little longer. That's what they're hoping for.
Looking to go up top again on first down. Trying to work that left side. Just had to avoid the sack. Incomplete. Quarterback was under a lot of duress on that pass, and alas, it's incomplete.
Listen, I know he was under duress, but you got to hit these type of throws in the NFL. You're not always going to get perfect protection. That's not a good job by the quarterback.
Second down and 10. Looking for a receiver on the left side here. Oh, that could have been intercepted, but he couldn't hold on.
Not much the offense can do in a situation like this. Third and long, what you probably will have to do is either surprise them with a run or throw it short and hope somebody can make a play and pick up a first down.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. It's incomplete. The defender had it for a moment, but could not pick it off cleanly.
I don't know what was more terrible. That was a terrible route. Terrible throw by the quarterback. Oh, and what a shock. It's incomplete.
The Chiefs getting set for the field goal try. And he drives it through for the field goal.
Never take it for granted. When you're trying a field goal, a lot of things could go wrong, but good execution that time by the offense and a good kick. 3 points.
Chiefs getting set for kickoff. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line.
Hey, man. Watch the blitz.
They face first down.
Get ready. Fred, 38.
Into the open flat. He's brought to a halt.
When you're a quarterback throwing against zone defenses, look for the open space. That's what he did that time. He found it, and the receiver ran in there and made the catch.
The defense needs a big stop here in order to give the offense a chance as we're running low on time in this one. Second down and 9. The give to the running back. The tackle's going to be made, but he's beyond the first down marker.
That's what you want to do. Just get a first down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in a moment. They're able to move the chains after that last run. Back to the ground now on first down. And they'll try to conserve time here with this timeout. It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Gets it again here. And the tackle is made at the 48-yard line.
Watch the blitz. Watch the blitz.
3rd and 2 here after the run. Flip to the outside. A tackle that had to be made, and that'll set up 4th down. The punt team is in place and ready to perform. The Raiders come out in the nickel.
Let's go.
1st and 10. He's looking to the right here on this throw.
I think the best thing to say about that play, it's just it gained a few yards, so that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
2nd down, 4 to go. Looking for an open receiver on the right. The tackle was made, but the 1st down is picked up. The Chiefs will walk to the line. They've used up their timeouts at this point. Looking to the right side and throwing. The pass fails to find the mark.
Watch the man. See the man.
The Raiders defense now is going to go nickel. Tight end in motion. 2nd and 10. Challenging the defenders to the right side, and it's incomplete. Just couldn't hold on to it after the hit.
In these type of situations, when you're losing the game, it's 3rd and long. Don't try to be a hero, because when you try to be a hero, it's going to lead to a turnover. Then you really will be in trouble.
Get ready.
3rd and 10. The quarterback throws to the right.
You can only take what the defense gives you. Even though the offense is down here in the 4th quarter, they throw it short. That was a smart play.
1st down and 10. He's looking to the right here on this throw. Caught it, but he's out of bounds.
Well, Jim, I can't say that's great defense. That's just a poor throw and a poor route run by the wide receiver.
Offense lines up here. They send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10. Looking for an open receiver on the right. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. Nickel formation for the defense here. But a flag is in there. Andrew Luck, interception. They'll decline the penalty and let the play stand. The defense comes out in the nickel. Takes a knee. The defense comes out in the nickel. Takes a knee. Excitement on one side.
Huge win.
On the other. Only one team
Raiders
can move
win.
on to the divisional
Raiders
round.
win. Raiders win and move on to the next round of the playoffs. What a tough, hard-fought victory at home. Luckily, we're at home to get this win. We had to dig deep. We won the game literally on like the last play of the game to pick the ball off in the end zone. What a game. We threw our fair share of picks. We picked our fair share of picks.
Incredible ending to this one, and let's watch it one more time. Our GMC never say never moment of the game.
Man.
It's been a game we'll always remember.
Yeah, we will.
Bill Sims, so glad to bring it to you.
It's one thing to get in the playoffs, but to get a playoff win, that's humongous. That's major. That's major, man. Drew Lock, the 4-year guy, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Jacobs, 22 carries, 100 yards. Didn't score any touchdowns, but he was still instrumental. Our tight ends with the 3 touchdown receptions. We only were able to get one sack, but 4 interceptions. 2 for Fenton, 1 for Reeves, and then 1 for the linebacker, Dennis Gardick. All major. This was the one that sealed the deal, though. Jeremy Reeves, the 3-year veteran, with the pick in the end zone at the end there. Way to go, Raiders. Let's go. Thank y'all for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Comment down below. Let me know if you've been following. What y'all think? We done won the first game. On to the second one. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all in the next episode. Thank you for the support. Peace out.